comment, and all that good stuff, because all of that activity is definitely appreciated. And as I said, I'm not going to be here before you long today. We're going to get right started. We're going to get started right off. Thank you, Yvonne Shine, for that thumbs up. It is appreciated. As I said, comment, like, and share. So how to get clients on LinkedIn? That is the subject, or leads, but leads lead to clients. So really, I'm going to be talking about how to get clients on LinkedIn. So who am I? I am Sean Hill, your LinkedIn coach. And you can get in contact with me at www.thelinkedincoach.com. And I help entrepreneurs, business owners, especially virtual assistants, get clients on LinkedIn. And here's a success tip for tonight. Never listen to anyone that has not done it themselves. So there's a lot of people out here calling themselves gurus and all this other stuff. I don't call myself any of that. I'll just be a coach. I just give you the information, facts, not fluff. Want to make sure that you're as successful as you can possibly be. So documentation ends conversation. So let me show you a little bit of documentation. Miss Akila Everett, she is one of the my friends on LinkedIn. She says, I highly recommend Sean for assistance with your LinkedIn profile. My initial conversation with him was full of golden jewels that I never thought to add. He is amazing in helping you how this tool works and how to customize and make your profile shine and work for you. Plus, his price point is a huge steal based on the wealth of information. Very professional, patient, and funny. All right. And Ms. Donna Collins says, I was overwhelmed and unsure of the direction I needed to go in to rebrand myself as a travel advisor. I knew what I needed to do, but felt paralyzed. Sean came with passion, patience, and knowledge like a knight in shining armor, right on time, guided me out of the forest of confusion. The advice he gave me within minutes transformed my profile to reflect the professional image I desired. I have a new sense of direction, and my confidence is at 100. I'm humbly grateful for his wisdom and patience. Appreciate that. Miss Debbie Cosby says, hi, I'm Debbie Cosby, and Sean provided me with the free analysis of my LinkedIn page. He was very thorough in describing what areas I need to work on. He explained in detail how these tweaks and changes could work to my advantage if I focus on my specific ideal client. These changes, I believe, will help me tremendously. I recommend Sean to anyone who is looking to improve your LinkedIn page so you can engage with the ideal client that you are seeking. If you're looking for a well-sought-after coach who can help you optimize your LinkedIn profile page, Sean is your person. Thank you, Debbie. And last but not least, you know this man, Mr. Dominique Huff, Mr. what I call the businessman of Atlanta. He says, Sean knows the hacks of LinkedIn that are common sense that many fail to think about. He takes time to recognize your business and understand what you need to do individually. He is not a guru, but one who has legitimate expertise. Appreciate everybody. But I know what you're saying. Okay, why even get on here? Why go on LinkedIn? What will be so good about that? Well, LinkedIn is the best social network for lead generation. Don't take the documentation that I just shared with you, even though it's evidence. Let's look at what HubSpot says. LinkedIn generation is better than Twitter and Facebook combined. So visit to lead conversion rate, Twitter 0.69%, Facebook 0.77%, LinkedIn 2.74%. So that's pretty powerful. And that just makes sense if you really think about it. Remember, on Facebook and Twitter, people are coming to be entertained. On LinkedIn, people are coming to do business. So that would make sense that the numbers would look like that. So how do you get clients on LinkedIn? Am I going to talk about theory? Am I going to talk about concept? No. As I said, facts, not fluff. First off, you got to be there. I know, right? Sounds pretty obvious, but understand, if you're not there, you cannot benefit. So I know, and when I'm saying there, I mean being there, really. I know many of us set up some LinkedIn page 5, 10, 2 years ago because we heard it was the place to be, and we just set one up. We threw it up over there and like, yeah, okay, whatever. No. What I'm saying is you have to be there. You have to be there, and then we'll talk about engagement a little bit later. But you actually have to be there with the mindset that this is a place that I want to have my business. Think about it this way. Would you put up a restaurant and just leave it and just walk away? No, you'd actually be there. You'd be there physically. You'd be serving food. You'd be greeting people. You'd be making sales. So the same thing with LinkedIn. You have to be there. You can't just, what I like to call, you can't just show up and throw up. You know, a lot of people just show up over there, throw up a page, and think it's going to work magic. It does not work that way. That's not the key. But you have to be there. So that's number one. Now, number two is you have to identify your ideal client. I think this area is where I really help people the most. Normally what happens is they will go over there. Well, no normal person will go over there. They will even optimize sometimes their profile, but then they don't really know who their ideal client is. And understand this, everybody is not your ideal client. If you market to everyone, you market to no one. So you really can't just market to everyone, even if your idea is that, well, everybody can use my product. That may be true, but you cannot market to everyone. So sometimes we get those two things confused. We get those ideas and concepts confused with who can use my product with who can I actually market to. Because of budget limitations and everything like that, you're not going to be able to market everybody. So one of the services I provide, even in the free analysis, is helping you identify your ideal client on LinkedIn. So that's number two. Step number three is actually to send out, once you've identified your ideal client, you want to send out 10 to 30 invites a day. 10 to 30. LinkedIn says 10. You can go up to 30, but when you go over that, sometimes it gets a little bit, iffy, and your account can be restricted. So you really want to kind of be careful with that. And that's also why you want to identify, right, your ideal clients, because if you are specific, they're more likely to accept your invitation. And so that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that your invitation is accepted. So next, you have to engage. You have to engage. You got to make sure that you are engaged on the platform. You have to make sure that you're liking, commenting. Hey, guess what? It is a social network, right? It's a social. So you have to be social, like, comment, share. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. And here's why most people will fail and not have success. If you go over there with the mentality that LinkedIn is like Instagram and Facebook, that you're going to get all these likes, you're going to get all this, these hearts, you're going to get all this social proof, this feedback, this, all that engagement, you're going to be sadly disappointed. That's not the point. The point is not that you go over there and get engagement. The point is that you go over there and engage. You're going to meet people. You're going to talk to people, even if it's online. That's the deal. The people that go over there, put out their content and think, oh, wow, this is just great. I'm going to get all this feedback, this affirmation, this reaffirmation. No, that's not going to happen. It's really, really not going to happen. But if you go over there with the mindset that you are going to engage, you're going to be proactive, not reactive, you're going to have success. And number 5, you have to bring value. You have to bring value. Well, what does that mean? That means showing up. It means you're going to do videos. You're going to share articles. You're not going to go over there and just take. You have to go over there with a mindset that I'm coming over here to give value. And you will see that it will be multiplied back to you. I'm living proof that that's what's happened. When I consult with somebody, I pray that I give them value. And so far, it's really been successful. So those are the 5 steps. I have a question for you, though. Are you a consumer or a producer? Are you a consumer or a producer? I know that most of us, especially in business, most of us think, well, we're a producer. Well, we produce. We give things out. We make things. We make things happen. But so many of us are consumers. We go and we consume. We consume content. We consume, shares and other things like that. But what I'm encouraging you to do, and what you must do on LinkedIn, you must be a producer, because consumers pay producers. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it always has been. And it will be no different here. So if you really believe that you're going to come over here and be successful and not produce, once again, you're going to be sadly mistaken. Now, I don't want you to be mistaken. I don't want you to be mistaken. I don't want you to be upset. I want you to have success. And so, with that being said, come on over to LinkedIn. It is a great place to be. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, having a wonderful time over here. Just make sure that you send me information at the LinkedIncoach.com and get your profile absolutely free. Get your free profile evaluated. I'll be happy to do it for you. And with that being said, I told you I was going to be in front of you long. With that being said, this is Sean Hill, your LinkedIn coach, saying I want you to be a producer, not a consumer. Make sure you get in touch with me at www.thelinkedincoach.com and get your free profile evaluation. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I look forward to seeing you on LinkedIn. Goodbye.